before they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and 6. Mr. Pinson, he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back for another Madden 23 online franchise gameplay. For those of you who are new to the channel, man, go ahead and do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. I post a lot of franchise gameplays on this channel, and this franchise that you guys are watching right now is a brand new one that we're starting. This is our Atlanta Falcons franchise. I made a lot of changes to the team already, so I just want you guys to sit back, relax, and just listen to what I had to say about the Atlanta Falcons from my perspective, the reason why I made some of the changes that I did, and then what I see for the future of this team. So to start things off, I have already made two trades already. You see one of them right there with Alex Lazard. So we ended up making a trade with the Green Bay Packers. The trade was they ended up sending us Preston Smith, Alan Lazard, John Runyon, and Royce Newman all over in exchange for a D'Angelo Malone, our right outside linebacker, and Troy Anderson, a young middle linebacker who I was actually really looking forward to using, but at the same time I just felt like that was a deal that I just could not turn down that I ended up receiving from the Green Bay Packers. Offensive line was just really a must-need, really needed area for this Atlanta Falcons offense. It's still not to where I would like it to be exactly, but I mean, it's decent enough to get us by, I feel like, for the moment. We do have now a huge hole at linebacker after trading away Anderson, but we'll find some way to fix that in the near future. Another trade that we ended up making was with the Kansas City Chiefs. This one probably wasn't a necessary trade. It was just one of those trades that I really wanted to get done. For those of you who have been following me since the what franchise was that? That was the New England Patriots franchise. This was a guy that I brought in over there, a receiver. You guys know him. I don't know if you love him. I definitely do love him. We ended up bringing in Justin Ross as well as a third-round draft pick with him from Kansas City, and we ended up trading away Rashaan Evans. So got rid of another linebacker, but to be completely honest, Rashaan Evans, he was going to end up being one of those guys I would have had to end up signing back next year, and I wasn't completely sold thinking that he was going to be on this team for long term. So I don't know. I just felt like that justified the trade there. Get us another receiver. We have really tall receivers on this group now with Drake London, Alan Lazard, and Justin Ross now. So not too much speed in our wide receiver room, but we do have a lot of height. So Desmond Ridder, who is going to be the starting quarterback, by the way, we're not starting Marcus Mariota. Hopefully Desmond Ridder has some guys to throw some jump balls to that will be able to come down with them. Areas that I'm thinking are still really weak with this team are for sure the defensive line. I don't think we have anybody really up front that is going to be known as like a run stopper. I think we have one guy up there, Anderson, I believe his name is. Still getting to know this team a little bit, yeah. But Anderson, I think he might be our only defensive tackle who's decent, and he's only like a 69 overall. Outside linebackers, I feel like Preston Smith is definitely really going to help us out there. So we're going to be starting him at the right outside linebacker position, I believe. And then Lorenzo Carter is going to be our left outside linebacker. Two really good pass rushers there. So if we find ourselves in a situation with teams that just love to pass the ball, I feel like we'll be golden there. But if they start running the ball against us, Lord help us is all I'm going to say, because I don't think we have too many guys that can stop the run. I mean, Grady Jarrett is a great right end, but I don't think he's going to be able to help us plug up the hole. Abdullah Anderson, that's the guy I was thinking about for our defensive tackle, but as you see, he's only a 69 overall. So my expectations for this team this year, honestly, I'm hoping and praying that we can get to the playoffs, but if not, I just want to at least be able to compete. I'm still going to be fighting, trying my hardest with this squad, but I don't think that we're going to be ready for a Super Bowl anytime soon. We still have a lot of growing to do with Ridder. Like I said, our defensive line is still a work in progress, and our linebacking core has holes all over the place. So let's get to this week one game and see what the squad looks like on the field. We are live from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I don't know about you guys, but me personally, this is definitely one of the top 3 most gorgeous stadiums in the NFL. Down below, right in the comment section, what stadium it is that you guys think is the best looking in the NFL. But the Atlanta Falcons are getting ready to start off their season, week number 1, up against their division rivals, the New Orleans Saints. It's going to be the Falcons starting off with the ball, and Desmond Ridder from the shotgun formation drops back to throw here on first down from the 29, ends up connecting with his running back Cordell Patterson out of the backfield for a gain of 3 yards. Second down, Ridder back to throw one more time, has a man open. It's Kyle Pitts, but threw that one a little little bit too high for his big tight end, unable to come down with that one in traffic. Now it's 3rd down and 7 for Ritter, has a nice pocket. Man open is Allen Lazard, but Desmond Ritter overthrows him there on 3rd down. It's going to lead to a 4th down punt here on 4th down and 7. And that's just not how we want to start this game off. As look like we were about to get a fumble there. But yeah, definitely not the way you want to start things off. We had a man open, but Ritter, young quarterback, definitely going to go through some growing pains with him. And growing pains we're going to be going through with this defense as Alvin Kamara exposes the defensive line on the first play of the game. Takes this one into the end zone. A 1-play touchdown to start the season off for the New Orleans Saints as they go up 7 points with the kick there from Will Lutz. So yeah, like I was saying, man, growing pains is definitely going to be the story of the season, I feel like, for this Atlanta Falcons. I mean, we're dealing with a young quarterback in Desmond Ritter, and like I said in the pregame, our defensive line, man, it is suspect right now, to say the least. 1st down and 10 after the first possession of the day did not go our way. We start this one out on the ground here with Cordell Patterson. He ends up losing a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11 from the 26-yard line. Ritter back under center, hands his ball off to Cordell Patterson one more time. This time he finds some open running room, is able to get all the way up to the 40-yard line. A huge gain of 14 yards on that run by Cordell Patterson. 1st down and 10, Ritter back under center here with a man in motion. It's going to be a fake jet sweep. Hand the ball off to the backup running back, Algier. And Algier not able to find the exact same success on the ground there as Cordell Patterson, but he still musters out a gain of 5 yards as Desmond Ritter throwing for his big tight end one more time and almost threw that ball away. 3rd down and 7, needing a conversion here. He completes the pass there in the flats to Cordell Patterson, but Patterson is unable to pick up the 1st down. Another 4th down and another punt here for the Atlanta Falcons. And that was probably a little bit too quick of a read on that 3rd down play. I mean, it was a good read, great catch there by Cordero, but I feel like I definitely had a little bit more time in the pocket. I probably should have went through my reads a little bit better. Possibly would have been able to pick up that 1st down as Alvin Kamara just continues to find open running space. 2 carries for 84 yards. He almost got a 1st down on that last one. This time we got him going in the wrong direction. 3rd down and short here. Chance for the Falcons defense to get off the field, and that's not going to happen as Jameis Winston has Alvin Kamara wide open in the flats, gets across midfield and is knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. New set of downs here for the Saints inside of Falcons territory. It's going to be a play-action fake here to Alvin Kamara. Jameis Winston dialing one up deep, looking for Chris Olave. And Jameis Winston showing off the arm strength as he threw that one out the back of the end zone, incomplete. 2nd down and 10, right back to the ground attack here with Alvin Kamara. Gets the sideline. A.J. Terrell with a touchdown-saving tackle. Gets him down at the 28-yard line. 1st down. Jameis Winston back to throw one more time, looking for the end zone and just continuing to overthrow his receivers. 2nd down and 10, Winston back in the shotgun formation, looking to throw one more time. This time he ends up connecting with Chris Olave on the seam route. He takes that one into the end zone from 28 yards out, and the Saints lead grows to 13, make that 14 as the kick by Will Lutz is up and good. I mean, man, I knew our defensive line was trash beyond all means, but I at least thought our secondary was decent, you know, at least able to compete with guys out here. But right now they're looking like Swiss cheeses. Jameis Winston is just throwing the ball all over the yard. Now it's time for Desmond Ritter to answer on this drive. I mean, it is early in the season. You can't lose the entire season off of a week 1 game, but you definitely want to see those areas of growth, and this is one of those areas. You're down 14 points early in this game. You need to answer right here. He answers on 2nd down and 4 as he ends up finding Justin Ross across the middle of the field to the 49-yard line. 1st down and 10 here for Ritter. Throwing one more time, finally on target with his big tight end, Kyle Pitts. They end up connecting with a huge gain all the way across the midfield mark into Saints territory. Back to the ground attack here on 1st down. Cordell Patterson turns the corner and ran straight into Marcus Mays. Picks up a gain of 4 yards, but whew, did he pay for that one. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 here to start off the 2nd quarter of today's game. Ritter drops back to throw. Ends up finding Demir Bird on the nice out route. Did he have the 1st down? Yes, he did. 51 yards passing for the young Desmond Ritter, and not too bad of a performance as he ends up connecting with Cordell Patterson out of the backfield. Breaks a couple tackles. Nice moves in the open field there by Cordell Patterson. Gets this ball down to the 10-yard line. Great drive here for the Atlanta Falcons offense. You know they want to finish this one off in the end zone, and Cordell Patterson is going to help them get a little bit closer as he gets a gain of 4 yards there on 1st down. 2nd down and goal. Ritter drops back to throw. Up high and coming down with his big tight end, Kyle Pitts, in the end zone for the first Falcons touchdown of the year. Oh man, hopefully we get to see a lot more of this connection between Desmond Ritter and Kyle Pitts. You know what they always say, the best way to help out a young quarterback is to get him a really good tight end. And we didn't even have to worry about getting Desmond Ritter a tight end. He's already got one here in Atlanta. And I mean, Kyle Pitts is as good as they come, man. I mean, if I couldn't have Travis Kelce, Kyle Pitts is probably be the easiest next target of tight ends that I would want to have. Now pressure's back on our defense. Can they finally come away with a stop and figure out a way to slow down this running attack of Alvin Kamara, as he's now well over 100 yards rushing on the day and only off of 5 touches. Second down and inches now from the 32-yard line. Winston back in the shotgun formation, changing up the blocking protection up front, ends up handing the ball off to Alvin Kamara, and he has no problem picking up that first down as he's finally brought down at the 35-yard line. First down and 10, Jameis Winston back in the shotgun formation, has time in the pocket, looking to go deep downfield for Chris Olave, and our secondary finally shows up, forcing the pass break up there. At least a second down and 10 from the 35. Winston drops back to throw one more time, no pressure at all, ends up allowing him the time to find the old man Michael Thomas wide open there on the out route, gets this ball all the way down to the 29-yard line. Huge play there from Michael Thomas, able to flip the field position very quickly up against our Atlanta Falcons defense. First down and 15 after the false start penalty. Jameis Winston looking to go deep downfield one more time, but he has everything boxed up that allows our defensive line to finally get the pressure we needed. Malik Walker finally able to come through to bring him down for a loss of 11 yards in the play. Second down and 21 for Winston, wanting to take another shot downfield, ends up finding his man Johnson wide open in the zone coverage, picks up the first down to the 18-yard line. We have got to be better than that. We can't allow conversions like that to be happening. First down and 10 now from the 18-yard line. Handoff goes to Alvin Kamara. Breaks the tackle there, and Alvin Kamara is into the end zone for his second touchdown of the day as he continues to expose the defensive line problems for the Atlanta Falcons, as our special teams unit actually comes out there and blocks the ensuing extra point there by Will Lutz. So doing everything they can to help shift the momentum into our favor, and hopefully our offense can get going after that touchdown that they just put up on the board. But I mean, this is one of those situations that you want to see what the young Desmond Ridder can do. 2-minute warning is approaching here. Can he lead us on a drive down the field to put points up on the board just before half? That would be really key, especially since the fact that we do get the ball coming out in the second half. Under the 2-minute warning here, we're running the ball with Cordell Patterson, who hits the sideline. Looked like he might have been able to pick up the first down, but he steps out of bounds after a gain of 7 yards on the play. Third down to 4, we need the conversion here, and Desmond Ridder ends up finding Kyle Pitts in the middle of the field to the 43-yard line. No timeouts called by the Atlanta Falcons as they still have all 3. Ridder looking to throw on first down, ends up connecting with Cordell Patterson, who got connected by Marcus Mays at the 45-yard line. Under a minute left here in the second quarter. Still no timeouts called. Screenplay here on first down works perfectly as Cordell Patterson makes the reception, gains about 6 yards as he steps out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Still saving all 3 timeouts. Desmond Ridder taking a shot in the middle of the field for Kyle Pitts, who has that one all the way down to the 19-yard line. First down, under 30 seconds left, and still no timeouts called by the Atlanta Falcons. You got to think that they got to call one eventually, but hey, if Kyle Pitts keeps on making catches on the sideline and gets out of bounds, there's no need for him. Second down, handoff goes to Cordell Patterson. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be recovered by Marcus Mays. Mays is off from the return with Desmond Ridder trying to chase him down. And I don't think he's going to catch him as Marcus Mays, he's at the 15, 10, 5, into the end zone. When it rains, it pours here in Atlanta. That was a really good drive that we were on, and just for it to come to nothing at all, it just really hurts as we get the interception here with Oliver on the 2-point conversion try for this New Orleans Saints. We see if we can get at least a pick 2 here to help us out, but Alvin Kamara turning on the Jets ends up catching him like right around the 25-yard line. And again, when it rains, it pours, man. Just this Atlanta Falcons team just cannot seem to catch a break at all. Anything that can go wrong has gone wrong right now. With 6 seconds left here in the second quarter, we'll try to see if we can get something going. Going for Kyle Pitts on the sideline. Looked like he might have had that catch there, but I guess Marcus Lattimore might have swatted that one away. Second out of 10, we'll run the ball here with Cordell. Hopefully he can hold on to the ball, and we can just go ahead and get to the second half and lick our wounds, but not before getting the penalty there. But doesn't really mean anything. The Saints user ends up declining that. But man, this is a horrible situation to be in. And the fact that Desmond Ridder has actually played a pretty good game to this point, it's not even on him. Like, we just had some really bad breaks happen to us. Like, you can't plan for these fumbles and everything else to be happening. But shout out to Desmond Ridder, 12 of 15 passing so far in the first half, and he's been on point and accurate. We just need to find a way to battle through the Madden BS and fight our way back into this game. But it's all going to start with us figuring out a way to slow down this Saints attack, as we have not been able to slow them down barely, really. And Alvin Kamara gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's our first time really stopping him. Third down the inches, they go right back to Alvin Kamara, and he has no problem breaking tackle from A.J. Terrell. Ends up getting shoved out of bounds at the 49-yard line. And man, we just cannot buy a stop on defense. We get Saints into these third down situations, and we just cannot get them off the field. I mean, it's hard to do when Alvin Kamara is over here trying to become the second coming of Derrick Henry and breaking every single first tackle. First down to 10 from the 34-yard line. Jameis Winston turns, hands the ball off to Alvin Kamara one more time. And right on cue, Alvin Kamara breaks the first tackle, gains about 6 yards to the 27-yard line. Second down to 4, shotgun formation here for Jameis Winston. Is he going to put this one in the air? Is he going to hand it off to Kamara? No, he's going to put it in the air, but it's still going to go right into the hands of Alvin Kamara, who's trying to show off his dance moves to this Atlanta Falcons defense as he gets all the way down to the 10-yard line. No Kamara on the field here for Jameis Winston. Drops back to throw here on first down and 10. Held onto that ball a little bit too long. He's going to go down, loss of 4 yards, but Alvin Kamara's back on the field here for second down and 14. Kamara gets the handoff and into the end zone, the hat trick. 3 rushing touchdowns today for Alvin Kamara, and he has really just stunned this Atlanta crowd. He's just stunned this Atlanta defense as we just struggle to figure out a way to slow him down, period. I mean, dude is just a beast and just having his way against our defense. But now it's time to see if Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta offense can string together a drive to get into the end zone, taking a shot deep for Allen Lazard on first down, and that ball is going to be intercepted by Tyrann Mathieu. Again, when it rains, it pours, man. I mean, in that situation, I don't know. Oh, I know exactly what I was thinking. I just throw it up to one of my big receivers. He's 6'4", and who would have thought that the Honey Badger would have been able to get over there and intercept that ball that was thrown up high for Allen Lazard? So, I mean, it is what it is. We're just trying to find anything at this point to get us back in this game and even just get on the scoreboard. At this point, being down 33-7, the chances of a comeback are looking pretty much slim to none at this point. So at this point, you just want to make the scoreboard look a little bit better just for your own sake. So that's what we're going to try to do here as our defense came away with the first stop of the day. First down and 10 here from the 22-yard line. Ridder back to throw. After throwing his last interception, ends up going right back to Kyle Pitts. And honestly, this is what we need to get back to doing. On that drive where Cordell Patterson unfortunately fumbled, we got all the way down the field like that because we were going to our star players as he's intercepted one more time, this time by Williams. He's going to have an easy walk. No, not walk into the end zone as Desmond Ridder. Even credit to him there. I mean, he threw the interception, but he didn't give up on the play. He at least tried to come back and fight, but we forgot that there's Alvin Kamara over there on that side of the ball as he ends up getting his 4th rushing touchdown of the game. But yeah, I mean, on that drive that we had that was really showing some success and then ended with the Cordell Patterson fumble, we got down there because we were relying on Cordell Patterson and Kyle Pitts. So, I mean, granted, we do have some other really good talented receivers that I feel like they're really good and talented on this team. They're not the star players, man. We got to lean on our stars to get us down the field, especially since we have a young quarterback in Desmond Ridder. He really needs to rely on the running game of Cordero and the safety valve that Kyle Pitts really is. First down and 10, looking to throw, right on cue, ends up finding Kyle Pitts, breaks one tackle there, ends up gaining 9 yards, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Start of the fourth quarter at the 45-yard line. Ridder drops back to throw, has a clean pocket, checks that one down underneath though to Cordero Patterson. Smart play there. Just the coverage defense for the New Orleans Saints just had everything covered deep downfield. They're going to give us the underneath stuff. We just need to continue to take that as we end up connecting with Cordell Patterson one more time. Gets a gain of 8 yards to the 40-yard line before he steps out of bounds. Here comes the pressure, and down he goes. Desmond Ridder just did not stand a chance there as Cameron Jordan just completely whooped our right tackle. Ends up getting us for a sack, but he comes back. Look at Desmond Ridder showing some resilience as he ends up standing strong in the pocket after getting sacked. Ends up finding Cordell Patterson one more time. Second down and 5 now from the 33-yard line. And after the first down conversion, Ridder drops back to throw. Ends up finding the time in the pocket to find Allen Lazard across the middle of the field. Took a huge hit there, but gets down inside the red zone. First down and 10. Last time we were in the red zone, Cordell Patterson fumbled the ball. Please just hold on to the ball. Like I said, we're just trying to make this score look a little bit better for our own sake. And oh my gosh, can we get a normal tackle from the Saints? We've been hit stick by every single person on this team, it felt like. Third down, we try to take a shot to the end zone for Kyle Pitts, and that one falls incomplete. We're going to go for it here on 4th down and 1 because, hey, why not? And Desmond Ridder ends up finding his running back Algier out of the backfield to the 4-yard line. Hurry up offense here on 1st down and goal from the 4. Ridder in the shotgun formation with Algier, his running back. We try to sneak in the run there to Algier, and the Saints defense was ready for it. He's only able to get out of the gate a yard on the play. 2nd down and goal. We try to go with a quick RPO bubble there to Drake London, but this Saints defense is just so quick. They stop him for a loss of 2 yards on the play. 3rd down and goal. We need it here. Ridder drops back to throw. Ends up fighting Kyle Pitts one more time for his 2nd receiving touchdown in the game. And I mean, it's not a huge one, but just for morale's sakes, that feels really good to get into the end zone one more time with Kyle Pitts. We go for him for the 2-point conversion, and that might have been a little bit of an ask as it was like triple coverage that he was trying to bring that ball down in. Probably had someone else that was wide open that would have been a better option, but like I said, man, Cordell Patterson and Kyle Pitts, those are the go-to guys. Those are going to be our workhorses. Everybody else is really good options. They're good role players, but those need to be the guys that we really lean on. We call timeout here just for, like I said, morale's sake, see if we're able to get the ball back and maybe even go on another drive with Desmond Ridder before it's all said and done. 3rd down and 12, they run the ball here with their backup running back Benjamin, and we're not going to call our final timeout because the 2-minute warning is going to hit. Then we're going to give Desmond Ridder one more shot to see if he's able to take us down on another drive and, you know, put more points up on the board, not for comeback's sake, but just to make things look a little bit better. As it looked like we had a chance at a nice return there with Cordell Patterson, but he ran into the back of his own guy. And here comes Cameron Jordan one more time. We need a better right tackle, man. Our right tackle is just struggling right now. That's the 2nd time in a row that Cam Jordan's beat him. He's gotten to Desmond Ridder, and he's gotten another interception. And that ball right there might have been affected by the pressure, not from Desmond Ridder, but the blitzing safety. Ridder ended up overthrowing a wide open guy, and that's going to be the end of things right there. That interception is going to do it. The Saints are just going to go ahead and run this, need the rest of this game out. And it's going to be an unfortunate loss here in week number 1, but hey, you can't lose the entire season in week number 1. Like I said, I mean, my expectations for this Atlanta team, like, they're kind of high. Like, I would love to make the playoffs, but am I expecting to make the playoffs with this team with a 68 overall quarterback? Not really, man. This is going to be a work in progress type of thing. So leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe for more Atlanta Falcons and Washington Football Commanders franchise gameplays, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for New Orleans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than